name's Simon Dyke. I'm a Principal Software Engineer for NDS, working in a group which is looking at new initiatives, new business opportunities. NDS's primary business is around conditional access technology, protecting premium content on set-top boxes around the world, including B-Sky B, DirecTV in the US, various other companies. The reason why we got involved with doing the Red Button Challenge was to get kids more involved in doing science, engineering, maths, and so working with the local schools we came up with the idea of doing what's called the Red Button Challenge, where schools can have teams of kids come together and try and come up with the next big idea for interactive television, which is something NDS has obviously in the past been very heavily involved with through various technologies that we work with. Recently I've become quite involved with helping kids that have Asperger's, so that's trying to help them understand what their career choices are, to try and give them some inspiration to try and achieve their goals in terms of what careers they'd like to do. So some of them want to get involved in doing computer games or sort of various technology-based careers in the future. Then we've been trying to work with them to sort of give them the opportunities to come here to NDS perhaps and see kind of what we do, and to also give them maybe the chance to come and do some work experience, or to even go out and see the kids and sort of talk through career discussions with them. It's important for a company like NDS to work with local students and schools to try and engage kids to want to come into doing more science, engineering, technology-based careers, because these are the guys that could come up with the next big idea. So we would like to engage with them and to try and enthuse them to want to continue doing their sort of studies, go on to college, go on to university and do that careers in technology. I'm very, very proud to be nominated. I had absolutely no idea at all, and it's not something I was aware of in any way, but I'm extremely proud to be nominated. It's an absolute honour, to be honest. I didn't do any of this to get nominated. I did it because I really honestly believe it's the right thing to do.
Well, I'm Paul Jackson and I'm a Technical Director of GIFID, and I work on quite a range of structures, originally mostly on bridges, but recently we've been doing some work on nuclear structures for the Health and Safety Executive. I helped with a project which was developed from my work. It was decided that bridge projects were a little bit too common, so we did the project on a nuclear containment. The idea was to make essentially a model structure to contain a hazardous object, which was actually a smoke detector, which actually is slightly radioactive, and the groups in the class were required to come up with a scheme and make it, basically. Well, I think obviously until very recently with the big cutback, there's actually a desperate shortage of engineers, and hopefully by the time people of that age are back working, there will be again. And I think it's perhaps not as well respected or recognised as a profession as perhaps it should be in the UK, certainly compared with many other countries. Well, I was quite surprised really. I didn't do that much for it, so it was quite nice to be recognised.
I'm Stephen Payne. I'm Vice President, Chief Naval Architect of Carnival Corporate Shipbuilding, based here in Southampton. Carnival Corporation has 10 brands distributed around the world, and collectively we're the largest cruise operator in the world. I decided to become a naval architect when I was 7 years old, watching Blue Peter and Valerie Singleton doing a trip on the old Queen Elizabeth. And that really captured my imagination, and I decided there and then that's what I wanted to do for my future career. I think it's very important for organisations such as Carnival to work with students, because they can provide a role model and they can also provide some sort of focus on what you can actually achieve if you follow the path, in my case working as an engineer. And I think these days young people need that stimulus to really show them what's possible if you put your mind to something. And that's why I think it's particularly important that I do the work I do.